That's a lot of space with no ruffle. And I thought I could get away with not making any ruffle and just like cutting this part off. But that's a lot. That's a lot without ruffle. So it'll have to be, oh God. So let me just explain, right? So the ruffles, each one of those ruffles is made out of a donut shape. It's made out of a donut shape because it's like a flounce, right? Because once you open the donut and you lay it out, it just like the circle immediately ruffles. If I didn't do that, I would have to triple that 600 inches and gather that in down to 600 inches in order to create a ruffly effect on a piece of fabric that's on the straight grain. So this is the donut shape, and whether you want to believe it or not, this hole is 12 inches. So when I cut out, I need to cut out whatever 162 divided by 12 is. That's how many circles I'm gonna have to cut out. And so I knew that, which was why I was trying to figure out a way to like basically open that big circle that is the skirt and like just cut that chunk out and close it. But because it's so much space taken out of the skirt, it's really gonna change the shape of the skirt. I think, right? I think. Because at that point, it's not 2 full circles. At that point, it's 1 full circle and like 3/4 of a circle. I might have to sacrifice the circle because I don't have enough white fabric to cut out more than 3 of these. We're gonna go back to the beginning, right? So remember I was trying to explain to you guys what a circle skirt is. This could be looked at as a circle skirt pattern, just on a smaller scale, right? So when you have a circle skirt, this is literally what it is. So my big Bomba skirt is a circle skirt, right? However, what I was trying to tell y'all was that when you take a circle, right, you're supposed to cut the skirt out so that when you lay it flat, it's 1 circle. But when you do that and you want to lift it up, it's only gonna lift up to here because like your waist is right here and your arms will be holding it up, right? So that's why in a typical circle skirt, this circle measurement would be your waist. But what I do is I make this half the waist, make a full circle out of this, and then half the waist, make a circle out of that, and then I put those 2 full circles together. I think I am gonna just go ahead and cut the chunk out of the circle. That's what's gonna happen. We're just gonna go for it here. We're just gonna go for it. Oh my God. We're gonna leave seam allowance. Oh my God. All right. So we got that side, right? All right, let's go for the other side. Which is already, thank God, on the side seam. Okay. The Lord loves me. Because this is already on the side seam. So it's not like we're really disrupting anything over here. So this is actually perfect. This is actually perfect. And child, this is not perfect. All right, so I got the chunk that I need off, right? Essentially what happened is I cut away, the waistband is already fitted to my waist, so I cut away a lot of fabric that was inside the waistband. And so like, I really just need to take the waistband off now and sew the sides together and put it on. But because I cut out such a big chunk of fabric, and you know, circles, chunks of circles are like triangles. So that means that up here, now in the waistband is some fabric missing, but I'm never afraid to be in pain for fashion or my projects. So we're just gonna have to squeeze. Nothing I ain't never did before. This is how much we have left. So I'm gonna have to sacrifice some of the length of the skirt and like chop into the circle so that the hole becomes bigger and I can fit into it, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna cut the waistband off, and then I'm gonna chop off the top of it, which is gonna make it shorter. So when I make a waistband, when I make the next waistband, I'm gonna compensate for the extra space. So good news, I probably won't have to chop anything off because I forgot that I actually gathered it into the waistband. So I think I do have enough for my actual waist. Yay.
Please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. And I can't stop myself from falling down. And I can't stop myself from falling.
I sewed it all together. I did serge the edges. I'm also going to use that to finish the edges of the ruffles at the bottom. I would say it was a successful surgery. Everything's done. All we need is to put the waistband on. My dilemma with the waistband is it could be the kind of waistband with a tie, or it could be the kind of waistband that just has bias binding around the edge, because now that we have cut out some of that bulk, which wasn't originally intended for this particular skirt, but it happened because we lost the ruffles. Okay, so now it actually would go very well under or on top of a corset. So I'm thinking that there very well may be another use for this skirt, like an underskirt for a walking skirt.